Give me this second thing. We've spoken about it in mentorship. So they will sponsor you, they will advise you to help you to grow. Then there's also the peer support. That's what you get from your mates, then from the different networking groups you belong to. Then you now leverage on professional associations. Please attend conferences even when you have to pay. And when you get there, don't just sign like all of us signed when we came in now. Then you say, I have class, my students are waiting for me. Always endeavor to make your conference week free so you can gain optimally. By just sitting down during lunch and just saying, hello, I'm Busolo Denny, and I work in UI. You pick somebody, then you can see you have the same interest, or you say, wow, you know my friend, and then you call that friend. And then you have done inter-university collaboration, and it blooms over time. It is possible. So please, the next slide. So we are wrapping up. What have we said today? Invest in your growth and do it intentionally. Then what are the steps into leadership? Even if you don't have a doctor in front of your name, or you don't have a professor in front of your name, you can engage in leadership skills by the way you relate with others. You build a supportive network around you, your mentor, your mentee, your peers, your students. Then, what is one growth or leadership step that you intend to take this month of July into August, especially as a consequence of our meeting today? That is a food for thought. So reflect on it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma. We can do better, please. Please. Thank you very much, ma. That is so instructive. The food for thought is there for our participants and even for the anchors. We appreciate you, ma. Prof, what I want to do now is, I know that question and answer. They have questions. I've seen people have started indicating, but we have to wait. And Prof is here for you. She would answer your questions. She would interact. All right? But let's take from you at this time. We want to go into our next breakout session. It's not going to be 15 minutes, 10 minutes like we had the first time, and 5 minutes of. It's going to be just 10 minutes. So we will try to shuffle our groups. Okay? So, Dr. Adetunji would.
Now, these are the new members of Group 1. Sorry, who is on Nwoko, please? Nwoko, okay? You are still in Group 1. Ife Jesu. Okay? Group 1. Alaka. Group 1. Adeleke. Group 1. I think we are maintaining Group 1. We still want to maintain that place for Group 1. So if you are not on that list, you can just stand up so that the new members will go there. Then for Group 2, we have Jibora. Group 2, Adekemi. Group 2, Charles Oke. Okay, Group 2, Temitope. Who is Temitope, please? Group 2, Deborah. Yeah, you are going to that side. Deborah. Group 2, Temitayo. Group 2, Elizabeth. Where's Elizabeth? Group 2, then Idara. I'm sorry. Idara, Group 2. Now, if I have not mentioned your name, can I see your hands up? Technically, you are members of Group 3. Technically, you are members of Group 3. No, you have names. Sorry. I just tried to do it quickly. Yes, you have names. Technically, you are in Group 3.
Good afternoon, sirs and ma'ams. We want to appreciate you for being here. Crave your indulgence for starting late.
Oh,
it's
coming from downstairs.
So we'll be kicking off
that place. It's because it's a Bluetooth.
Almost immediately.
Yes, it's connected to Dr. Kotila's frequency. Yes, so we have to probably just tone this one down because it will interfere with what we're doing here.
Well,
yes,
we ask for your pardon. Because of the mic, we speak at the same frequency, so it's interfering with a program. As we are hearing them, I'm sure they'll also be hearing us in the boardroom. but for me, it's a it's a full day for pharmacy today. Okay, so we're going to start the program with an opening prayer, and I would like to call on my acting head of department to please give us prayer.
In Jesus' name. Father, we thank you so much for this beautiful.
In standing on the existing protocol, let me introduce
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Please, can you hear me? I can. Okay, okay. Good afternoon once again. So I'm representing Group 1 and I'm summarizing our discussion. The first topic says, who are those that will be members of a female academic network? And of course, a member should be a female. You all know that. And the person must be passionately interested in research and academics. And we don't want it to be restricted to lecturers or researchers. They go want it to extend to graduate students like MSc and PhD students. Then our common goals, we want, based on what we discussed, we want career development, promotion, and improvements in our careers. We want fellowship and grants. We want to be able to come together to secure grants and fellowship. Then we don't want it to be restricted to just people that are in active service. We want people that are retired. Some people are retired, but they are still active in research. Then we also want collaborators, people that are ready to that are willing to share from what they have experienced so far. People that are not selfish. We don't want people that are selfish. We want people that are ready to give from what they have to upcoming generation. Then to cap it all, we want partners, sponsors, people that are ready to finance this network, either as a collaborator or maybe like an NGO. So for the second one, the second question, okay, the second question says, what research task will a female academic network undertake? And from what we discussed here, we said we want training of upcoming researchers, training and retraining of upcoming researchers. Then we want research collaborations whereby we can come together, in writing grant proposals, in getting proposals. Then we want transnational researchers, not just for us to come together, but we want to come together and produce something. Then the third one, we should be able to solve problems, not just coming together and talk, but at the end of the day, we should be able to have a goal, have something to solve, and so that we can move ahead and we can impact others. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Idara Emedio. I'm representing All right, I'm representing Group 2, and I'll be sharing what we came up with as regards the second question, which says, what research task would a female academic network undertake? And from our discussions, we agreed that the network should be able to undertake research tasks such as sponsorship of researches. They should be able to give career counseling to her members. They should also be able to guide and suggest research ideas when necessary for her members. They should be able to provide grant and manuscript writing workshops for her members. That writing workshop should not be something that would just end there, but that each participant would be assured that whatsoever was done in that writing workshop is going to be publishable. They should also be able to guide her members on where to publish, publication outlets, and then there is need to foster multidisciplinary collaborations, and then these collaborations or researches should be field specific, because we have people from different research areas, and so they should be able to group them so that we'll be able to have a team. All right, should be telling us what we agreed on the next question. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ayomide, and I will be answering question 2 for group 2. It says, what research task? Who are those that will be members of a female academic network? And in our group, we agreed that just like the name female academic network, so it should be females, then people in academics, then also such individual is someone that should have research focus, someone that is interested in research, because it's one of the goals that is actually going to bring the network together. So someone that has interest in research, so that there's no form of coercion or anything of any kind. Everybody is coming together, and that interest is what keeps the group active. Then it should be people from okay, that's early, middle, and a senior researcher, because this will help. This will also help in terms of the mentorship and all. There will be share of experience within the early, middle, and the senior researchers, and also such individual must be willing to learn and give birth to the network, not just being there as a redundant individual. Someone that is willing to learn and as well contribute to the network. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and I'll be answering the questions for Group 3. What research task would a female academic network undertake? First of all, if the female academic network can embark on research that will help with deal with gender equity issues, mental health and wellness, that will also help with women in their career breaks, by mapping out their career path, by by doing workshops and webinars that will help in helping them get grants, funding, sponsorship, and also by doing webinars that will help to create equality in opportunities for women, and also to help face challenges that women face in academic careers, such as doing workshops on work-life balances and support for, let's say, nursing mothers and others. As for the second one, who are those that will be a member of a female academic network? Yes, the members should of course be females. Females, all females in academics. Females that are interested in academics too can also join. PhDs, researchers, lecturers, and even undergraduates, so as to catch them young and build their interest.
And it's so exciting to see that you've come up with very, very clear ideas. Let me just share some of the things we took from the three groups. One common thing is that, yes, you're not going to have Ikbenga Akinola there. Oh, congratulations to all of you. I won't come with this masculine ego and all this patriarchal nonsense. So that is very good. That's very instructive. And I'm happy because, you see, when ladies gather together, they can always come up with something unique. The uniqueness is that you have also identified that it has to cut across cadres and there has to be a structure, which is beautiful, which means we can start now. We can identify with ourselves. You have also said you are willing, even not just as lecturers, to accommodate your PhD students that have potentials, your MSc students that have potentials. You've come to tell us that, yes, collaboration is key. I have said, and that's something that is common for two of the three groups. He said this collaboration must be focused. We don't just want anybody. We want people that will come and do the kind of research that we can say, oh, this discipline and that discipline. And the research must be translational. And that for me, I find quite interesting. Not just being translation, it must be problem solving. You need to create a network that is solving people's problem. Stop solving women's problem. Solving the gender equality problem. And group 2, we have people talking about, undertaking tasks such as sponsorship. So that's one common thing we've agreed here. For this network to move forward, we need a framework for sponsorship. Not just to sustain the network, but to sustain women in academics. To support women in academia. So I'm so sure the conveners, fortunately for us, the conveners are also online. And they are hearing you, that you need support to foster this network, to keep women in academia. Gender equality, I'm not the right person to always help address such a gender equality thing, because there would always be bias. So I'm happy that you have identified it, and we cannot shy away from it. And the good thing is, the men folk are now aware. We now have heard your voice. We will let you breathe. Okay? So, the last point that I think two of the two groups also pressed on is what will take us into our next session, which is that work-life balance. We have to create a work-life balance. How do you do it? We've seen examples. Professor Denny has showed us our own examples. Dr. Salami has given us our example. Now let's hear from the dean of the faculty. Because I can tell you, for a faculty like that of the pharmaceutical sciences, it is not easy to have people like Akinola breathing down the neck of the dean. Some of us I almost injured her thumb. You see, she has some strap on her thumb because of my troubles. How do you manage it, ma? What is that work-life balance? How do you create it? How's it always been? We'd like to hear from our dean. Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope it has been a worthwhile program. So we are going to look at work life and balance. We've heard from Dr. Salami, we've heard from Professor Denny why we need balance with our work and our life. Professor Denny's husband used to make a fun, used to say this joke, that when we get to the gates of heaven, they will ask you, what was your H factor? What was your citation? The higher your citation, the more easily you will enter into heaven. We all know this is not true, right? Which means that there is more to life than research and than our work, right? Research is important because if you are a lecturer in any university and you do not publish, you are not going to be promoted. And at the same time, you do not want a situation that after you are retired, there is nothing for you to go back to. There are so many examples of some lecturers that I know. They didn't plan it that way, but it just happened that way. That, they were very passionate about research, work, and all that. And there's nothing wrong with it. But they forgot one very important part of their lives, which is their homes. And sometimes the children. And these children do not have to pay the price. So, Dr. Adetunji, can we? So, it is typically defined as the amount of time you spend doing your job versus the amount of time you spend doing what's important to you outside of work. If I may ask a question, how many of us really have hobbies here? Apart from reading journals, how many people have hobbies? Okay, Mrs. Adeleke, what's a hobby? Traveling. I can assure you that as an academic, you might not have enough money for traveling. Okay, yes, ma'am. Cooking. Oh, that's one of your roles in life. See, you're an African woman. It's one of your roles in life. You don't cook, nobody eats. Yes, please. Baking. That's good. When there's enough money. Who else? Yes, ma'am. You love singing. Music. Yeah, that's good. Any other one that is different from all this? Dancing. Good. We must have. Yes, please. You love preaching. No, that's one of your roles in life too. No. Except you're a woman. Yes. Ah. She loves sleeping. Let me tell you my own. I have just two. I play Candy Crush. Yes. I love doing it. It can even keep me awake for a long time. And I love watching movies. Yeah, I love watching movies. So it's important that we do not forget that we have a life. You should have a life outside your job. That is important. So may I tell you that work-life balance can be difficult to achieve? Because as women, we get engrossed in the things we do, and we are good at the things we do, right? So we get engrossed. It might be taking care of the home. You say, okay, 30 minutes, I'll clean up. 2 hours after, you are still cleaning up, right? Or this paper, I'll stay back in school today and make sure I finish it. There was a time when I had a driver, I would come to my office and say, Ma, it's 7 p.m. I wouldn't even know. Once there is light and the AC is working. So you need to know that as women, there's tendency for you to become engrossed in whatever you are doing. Therefore, you have to be intentional about it. So a demanding job means more money to support a family. And that's why you see some lecturers, researchers working in 2-3 places, adjuncts and all that to bring more money home. And there is a caveat here. This could lead to deteriorating mental health, which then leaves one drained in personal relations. You know, with our, whether you are married or not, let's just assume we are all married or that we'll get married eventually. If you're a married woman, you have your home to take care of. Most people, when they get to somebody's house and it's unclean or it's untidy, who do they blame? They don't blame the man that drops his shoes anywhere, that drops his shirt anywhere. They blame the woman of the house. Abi? So you have that to take care of. Then the cooking, which is one of your primary roles. If you don't cook good food, nobody will be in good health. Then you have, remember, you have parents. You have aunties and uncles.